right, I'm gonna move with you. Yeah, we should go. We should go right now. This is a bad idea.
We're not going nowhere, big boy. We're taking care of this.
Yeah, I'm holding Sacred Flame.
Thur is going to cast Eldritch Cannon.
And that's when suddenly the door opens. Seems to be some sort of woman, fangs bared, her eyes glowing bright red, as these eyes look at you, and then lunges forward as you guys all attack. So everyone outside of the room, you just see this massive fireball engulf the doorway as now it is clear the inside of this room is on fire as the fireball kind of dissipates.
Thur will yell at the others, "We have a way out over here! I can feather fall us out this window if we need to leave."
Phil is just clutching the box with the bones with her staff, just like watching this thing lap on fire and be like, okay,
I can't let them leave. They're monsters.
But we're in here.
Then get out.
I just hear some sort of altercation between Buck and Hedrick. Don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna run up and dump oil on her. Be gone, unholy!
It's a lot more on fire now. So is she.
You guys should probably get back. Doesn't hurt me very much. Disengage.
Do you hear them? They're screaming. They're burning. You're burning my house down.
It's not what we wanted to do, but it's working.
That is valid, though. We are indeed burning his house down. I would be pissed at us too.
Holy shit, we need to leave. 2 more, let's go.
And then he's going to send his little robot into the room on fire. I do believe this experiment with my new cannon has been quite a success. I'm ready to leave when you are.
You suddenly see along the back wall that is also beginning to catch fire, this other vampire spawn come crawling along the wall and begins to run at you.
They're getting out. I know I can't let them leave here.
We have it handled.
It doesn't look like it.
As you just begin to run back down the stairs, her hand just comes up and just slashes right across your back.
I disengage and turn like Donnie Depp. I'm like, let's get out of here!
All right, so as she goes in, she tries to claw at you in the corner here. You go to the side and she goes in for the bite, making a hit, pulls back up. You see your blood just pooling from her mouth. As she's running towards you, out of the fire as well, you see burns that were on her skin continue to heal up, goes to claw at you, and just the table being in the way totally whiffs it and falls prone completely right on the ground.
As she tries to bite at my ankles, I'll give her like a light tap with step, like, no, down. And then I grab Thur and I jump out the window.
Hey guys, did we get the bones we came here for?
Yes.
Okay, let's get the heck out of here.
Exiting this building, you could see tons of billowing black smoke now come out of the top of the Coffin Maker shop. Climbs up the side of the building and then onto the roof.
This way! The church is this way!
Fuck.
And
They're going for the church. People are in trouble. And she's gonna run for the church. Vampires are attacking the church.
You hear men and women screaming, there's beasts around. So as you guys run up to St. Andrew's Church, you see Father Petrovich ushering in people in order to take protection inside the church here. So as the vampires spawn, this first one right next to this villager runs up to him, immediately clawing across his face and exposing his neck to the side. She sinks her teeth down into him, and you just see him slowly just begin to crumple and then fall to the ground limp and lifeless.
Get holy water! Crosses, whatever! Beat him with it!
Do you have the bones? Do you bring the bones?
The little red one has them!
They're right there!
Everyone inside, quick!
This little child now, vampire spawn, pulls her in and then just takes a big chunk out of the top part of her shoulder there. Now this little girl just falls limp, dead on the ground as well. Blood just all over this vampire spawn's mouth. As Father Petrovich holds himself, his hands go away from the door as it now just bites into the front part of his face, and you just see him screaming in pain, and this almost like black necrotic veins just go across his face as just blood is pouring out, and he goes limp, falls to the ground, completely unconscious.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on Father Petrovich.
Does blood cover his face now, just completely unconscious, laying on the front steps of this church? You cast Spare the Dying. This is when your bead kind of comes out the top of your staff here. It floats over. You're asking it to go right into Petrovich to save his life and spare him. As it just circles around, you're telling it exactly where to go. It circles around the top of his body and fizzles out.
Now I'm pissed. I yell, Zilgum, fucking finish her.
So Robin, the claw attack is going to come in and just sinks into your arm. The pain just begins to take you over as you fall unconscious. You just see the mass of people in front of you trying to push their way inside this church, and Thur just at the altar.
Nothing else, but as Phil, I will do Spare the Dying first.
You know, last time it fizzled out, and this time it goes into his body, and he's become stable. So.
Alright.
And is there a way for me to go into the crypt?
So as you go ahead, you run back over right around the back of the altar, and you see exactly where the tile was previously slightly moved to the side.
Before kicking the tile back and jumping into the crypt.
Take these bones out, and you shove them right down into this small stone bucket altar underneath these tiles, and glow. And
Fucking God.
something happens.
He just like pops up over the altar. I think something happened to Phil.
And
Is that good?
I don't know.
suddenly, fiery, holy light begins emanating from inside the vampire spawn itself, breaking apart its skin. Again, a bunch of radiant energy burst forth from her chest, just lighting up the whole room, doing a massive amount of damage, unable to hold herself together, as a puff of just ashes falls to the ground, basically disintegrating like the snap of Thanos.
Seeing this vampire on his last leg, I was like, wow, this seems like a more even fight. and he just like skewers her.
The knife eventually disappears, and the light takes over, and you just see a puff of ashes as they fall down onto the ground. And with that last pulse of energy, it can no longer hold itself together, completely killing and disintegrating this last vampire spawn, as you just hear it scream, "No!"
Phil's gonna try to like get on top of a pew to get like a little bit above. Everyone, please, we are safe. The creatures are destroyed. Please, no need to panic.
And Phil, is there any way you can help with this? And Thur points at the dead priest.
I like slightly shake my head because I don't want like other people to hear that the priest is dead.
Nothing? No. Okay. Cool. Oh.
Grabs the Bible and like very like briefly leafing through it, can she find just like a prayer? Lead them in a sermon to kind of, or like in a prayer. Just
Okay.
like kind of get everyone to calm down for a little bit. That's like what she's trying to do.
Huddled together, just kind of consoling each other at this point in time. In no way are they happy or relieved. They are just like dealing, processing as to what just happened.
Okay. So, I look at her and I was like, that is a very excellent suggestion. I think first thing, I would like to quickly take care of these people and make sure like they're okay. And then we should probably check on the punk and the burning building.
It didn't look like Father Petrovich had many personal items here. Zilgum, you do find another small piece of paper that actually is kind of wedged into one of tombstone markers for another crypt here. Looks almost like a gazebo or some sort of like small garden structure. And then there's a large X right on the bottom half of this gazebo.
It's a treasure map.
I guess right there. as you guys are now back out to the top of the church. All the villagers inside seemingly have calmed down. You do hear bells around the town, most likely the bells of fire signal. That could be it. And right there is where we're going to end the session for the night.